Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Investor Fuel podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Kesil, and today I'm joined by someone I'm looking forward to chatting with. We have Ann Danielson, who's been making serious moves in the land developing space. So Ann, really excited to have you here today. I think our listeners are really going to take something away from how you're approaching developing these lands. And yeah, these building projects that you are incorporating with your sister. It's so beautiful. So let's dive in.
Sure. Nice to meet you, Michelle. And thanks for having me. Yeah, my sister and I started, we're Danielson Land Company, and we actually both work remotely. Mary works out of Denver, and typically I work out of the Philippines. I'm currently home in Madison, Wisconsin. But our market is in Tennessee, and so we are there a couple of times each year, but for the most part, we're able to operate from around the world. That is one of the things that we love most about the work that we do as land developers.
Yeah, love that. And for people who may not be familiar with your world, can you give the short version of what your main focus is these days?
Sure. We like to buy large, rural, raw, vacant tracts of land. So our most recent project is 122 acres. And then we do the horizontal development to make sure that it's ready for builders that come along. So oftentimes that's, in our market, that's for barn dominiums most often. And sometimes just a mini farm. For the most part, we create buildable tracts from raw land.
Yeah, I love that. What really caught my attention is the way that you've been able to, take these rural lands and create something special and very usable. That's not easy, especially in this climate. So what do you feel has been the key to keeping that running smoothly and making it happen?
Well, we've really built a strong team. And so because we hyper focus on one area in Middle Tennessee, we have a lot of really strong people in our corner, and we return to our same surveyors and soil scientists and agents and brokers and title agents. And so that really helps us to streamline the due diligence process and the operation of the projects as well. So I think that's definitely been the key for us. A lot of real estate professionals, we don't employ a lot of VAs or acquisitions managers or anything. It's just my sister and me, and then our local team.
Yeah, amazing. And as far as finding these projects, where do you find them?
When we started out, we did do direct mail, and we were mailing not huge amounts, but a fair amount. And then very quickly, we realized that we do prefer larger projects. You know, that if we can do 4 to 6 subdivides a year, it just creates the lifestyle and the flow of the business that we want. And so then we kind of started to shift a little bit, to targeting.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Exactly the kind of land that we wanted, and making sure that it was large tracts with large road access and, great topography and no flood zones. And then since we knew that what we were after, it was really easy for us to communicate with brokers and agents about what we were looking for. And by then, because we had the trust of several, they would start to bring us more and more deals. So we've been able to kind of hone in on what we're after, and then that helps people help us too.
Yeah, that's super powerful. And when you develop these lands and they turn them into like farms, can you just walk me through that? Like, how does that timeline look?
Well, typically we like to keep the projects over the exemption, which in Tennessee is typically in most places over 5 acres. The one that we're on currently, there are a few tracts that are smaller than that, and it is profitable, but it also does lengthen the timeline a great deal. So our favorite kind of project is when we can buy land over 20 acres, more likely over 50 or 100, and then create tracts that are over 5 acres each, or 5 acres, with plenty of road access, making sure that the soil is going to perk. That's always a really big deal in Tennessee. And then the more public utilities we can get, the better. But because we are buying rural, we're also equipped to figure it out if we've got to do wells. And actually, sometimes we just built a road and we had to bring in electricity, which is also not our favorite, but we're capable of doing it if we have to. If we can get a nice, beautiful, big tract of land that typical families can't afford, and then make them into mini farms that they can afford, then to us, that's the best case scenario.
Yeah, absolutely. That's so powerful. And it's a win-win for everyone, which is so important.
Yeah, and getting families out of the city. I mean, a lot of people, they want to be able to commute. So maybe they do work in Nashville, but they don't want to live there or they can't afford to live there. So by just moving, an hour outside, they're still able to work. And then also their kids can, have a creek, which is everybody wants a creek.
Yeah, for sure. I love that. It's really like creating a positive experience for the entire family. Awesome. So I know like every operator also has a moment in their business where maybe things felt more real, maybe like a deal went sideways, or you just had to pivot fast. Would you mind sharing one of those moments for you?
Sure, I'm in one right now.
Okay, let's go.
Actually, on this project in particular, there was a power line, an easement that ran on the south end of the road. And so it would have given power to every tract. And the county decided that they wanted to move it. And so they're discontinuing this easement. And in order for us to bring the power back, we now have to bring in the electricity ourselves. So it's a huge difference in terms of cost. It's not so much in terms of time, but it wasn't planned for. And when we initially underwrote the deal, that was not in the picture. Luckily, we have the margins and it's going to be fine, but it is a hiccup and it's really frustrating. But we just try not to get too frustrated, try not to get too wound up about it, and just, baby step our way through and make sure that we can still create a quality product for the buyers and feel good about what we're doing, but just say, yeah, that's going to be delayed and we've got to take a little bit of a hit.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the kind of stuff people don't talk about enough.
Yeah, there's always something.
Yeah. What would you say for someone that's newer in this space and maybe is interested like on the land side of things? Like any like advice on how to get started and what like they can
Yeah,
do?
absolutely. I mean, I think the power of land is, I also own some rental properties, but I am not really a fan in terms of what it takes to manage them. So
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors. and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
The reason to go to land, obviously, would be just to not have to deal with the tenants and termites and toilets that everybody talks about. And then to get started, there's a lot of quality programs and education courses that they can take for sure. Mary and I do some coaching, but we don't really do it from ground up. It's more just like if somebody's interested in our market or they want our expertise or they like our philosophy, it's really different than a lot of other land investors and developers. Then they reach out to us, but I think there are some, definitely you need the groundwork of to learn how the due diligence happens and how to find a good market, all of those things. It's vital. Yeah, you can rarely go wrong in land unless you don't know how to underwrite a deal and know what you're looking for.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's really important. Do you have like resources maybe for someone who's new to this?
Yeah, actually, the person that we respect the most in the space, and he's a really old and not he wait, he's not old,
Why?
wise and middle-aged and not old at all, but he's been around for a really long time, is Seth Williams. And I would say that if anybody who's in land would consider him a class act and super knowledgeable in this space. He does have a program that gets land investors off the ground. There are several, and definitely some are better than others, and some are more for people who are into infill lots, or they maybe want to wholesale, or they want to double close. So
Yeah.
those aren't things that we do. We are really straightforward, and we do purchase the deals outright, and then yeah, we're not double closers or wholesalers or any of that, but there are plenty of programs for that if people are, for sure.
Amazing. So let me ask you this. What are you most focused on solving or scaling next?
Yeah, for us, scaling is the size of the deal. And so I really want us to continue to do some bigger deals that aren't more complicated, which is definitely also possible in land. One of the things that I think we're going to tackle this year is doing some partial timbering on a project. It has some very valuable hardwood on it, and we would never clear cut or do anything like that, but we can maybe find a way to do some partial timbering that will also allow us to create some buildable tracts because it's very heavily wooded. So that isn't something we've done before, but it is something that I want to learn and try this year.
Yeah, amazing. And is there any like big goal for the business as well?
Well, I'm retiring from my W-2 this year, and I'm retiring my husband as well. So that's
Amazing.
yeah, that's a pretty big goal that we're achieving.
Yeah.
I would have retired a little bit before, but because I have kids who are 17 and 18, my youngest will graduate this year, and I teach in an international school. Once they're both in university in 1 year from now, I'm all land, all the time. Well, Mary and I grew up with kind of towards the city in Madison, Wisconsin, but my dad had a lot of land up north, and he made us work it, and he made us learn about it, and he made us understand who you sell to and what makes land valuable. So we grew up in the woods and hunting and just like a little bit of a rugged childhood. So it didn't really impact us as adults. We both went on to university and did our own thing. And then during COVID, I was considering buying some more houses for rentals. And then I heard about a land investor and I thought, you know what, this is actually in our wheelhouse and it's something we can do remote and something we can do together. So that's how we started.
That's so cool. I love to hear that.
Yeah, it was our third deal that we started doing subdivides. So I think that we were also really quick out of the gate to move from just, land flipping or land investing to more of the land development side.
Yeah, absolutely. And why did you choose Nashville area or like close to there?
Yeah, it's mostly because we love water and we love mountains and we love farms. We also love a state that has no income tax. And then we looked at the U-Haul migration patterns and some other market data to realize that that was a hot place for people to be moving to, especially, 5 years ago. And then it has remained so. So when we started working there, we were working the entire state and we liked it.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
And then even from there, we decided Middle Tennessee is the best fit for us, just in terms of the topography, and we don't have to deal with the Appalachians. We're close enough to the cities, but not right, not in too hot of a market. Chattanooga's gotten really, really hot, and Knoxville's gotten really, really hot. So yeah, it's kind of like a Goldilocks. We found our spot, and we're just going to stay here for as long as we can.
Yeah, amazing. Now, I know a lot of people listening to the show are earlier in their journey or they're just looking to level up. And I think they could really benefit from hearing this when it comes to building relationships and growing your network. What has made the biggest difference for you?
Yeah, as soon as we know that we really enjoy working with someone, whether it is a contractor or an agent or a broker, we always treat everybody with a lot of respect, but we also return. So they do a great job of looking out for us, and we make sure that we, treat them in kind with, make it worth their while. So one of our brokers has 5 kids, and so he really enjoys going out and doing the mowing himself, and he brings his kids out. So we're happy to celebrate their birthdays, and they take picnics out there and everything. So it does feel really good. And I think because we do have human relationships with the people that we work with, it goes a long way.
Yeah, you can't fake it. Relationships are everything in this space.
They are. Yeah. And our reputation, we're really careful. Like even on that project that I just described, we're going to take a hit to make sure that the electric is all where it needs to be. It's important for us that our name, we're the Danielsons, that's our name. And we want to make sure it stands for something.
Yeah, absolutely. That's super in integrity. All right. So before we wrap up, if someone wants to reach out, connect with you, maybe collaborate, or just learn more about what you're doing, what's the best way for them to reach you?
Sure. Well, I'm glad you asked that. On Facebook, we are Mary Ann Danielson, and we just kind of operate as one person because one of us is always awake. Mary's got on the U.S. time zone, and I'm in Manila. So it's kind of great because when people do reach out, they know that they're going to get one of us, and one of us is always awake. We're like a 7-Eleven that way. So Facebook is great. We do have an email, sisters@danielsonlandco.com. So anybody can reach out and email us. And then that's the same as our website, which is danielsonlandco.com. So yeah, we really like to partner, and we like to connect with other investors, and whether they're, experienced or new, there's always something that we can learn and grow from.
Amazing. Well, listen, I appreciate your time, your story, and your perspective. We need more people in this space who are doing things in this right way and this innovative way. So thank you again for being here.
Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah. And for those of you tuning in, if you got value from this, make sure you're subscribed. We've got more conversations coming with operators just like Ann out here building real businesses. And we'll see you all in the next episode.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.